Na, 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 na. Yo, 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 yo! Welcome to Comic Convo Express Halloween Special. This is I, Pedro, the Marvel fanboy himself, and with me is
Webhead Firebird.
and yes, sir, and with us is our host,
Oh, the Pev Gamer.
and welcome to Transylvania.
Don't let my fangs fool you. These are for.
Over here, instead of blood, we just need some comic books.
Happy Halloween, bitches. This is Comic Convo Express.
Happy Halloween, everybody. I know we early, but early is good.
Is
Posting this on Halloween, you dick.
Like I
Uh,
said,
Halloween. Goddamn right, an American Psycho comic. We're starting off strong, baby.
oh, shout
Damn
out to
right.
Little Redwood, to Tiny, to what else is there?
Tom the Rod, our own Tommy.
Sexbur.
Hashtag Homo Pedro trending on Twitter.
There you go. And
Sabertooth. Go do it.
Sabretooth.
Hi, Saber. Hi,
what's
everybody.
going on, everybody?
Welcome to our very light launch of season 3 of Comic Convo Express and our Halloween special. Guys, make sure you check us out on the live twitch.tv/PevGamer. Oh my God. Twitch.tv/Comic Convo Express. I'm sorry. I've been PevGamering all week.
It wasn't that easy, huh?
It really wasn't.
Yes.
And make sure.
Thank you, Tiny Milk Bun, for pointing out everything great I've already done here with the American Psycho book and the Angry Orchards, the Jason hard cider.
The Michael
Yes.
Myers mask.
And then they hasn't noticed it yet. Damn it.
And don't forget our dubby. That's
You'll
on the
notice.
table. It's on the menu.
Yeah, we are this. I cannot stress. I'm taking over. This has been my episode
Yes.
in the writing process. I am, for those who don't know, I am a huge horror fan. There's a big Jason tattoo on my left forearm.
You want to show it?
You want to show
I got the
It's-
camera
I
close
show
to you.
my tats. You got to show me.
Is
yours.
it all right,
Yeah. Yep.
for? I don't know. If
The
it's
light's
shown-
kind of on it.
Oh,
Right bending. There it is. There it is. Beautiful. Yeah.
it's like Dracula. There you go.
So that is concept art from Friday the 13th, Part 6.
The best
Again, I'm a huge horror fan, whether it's Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, back to the classics with Dracula, Bride of Frankenstein, stuff like that. And then all the way to the new movies with like Sinister and Terrifier. I am the horror buff here, and
Yes.
I told them, hey, I want to do a soft open for season 3. I want to write an episode. I want to take over. I want to write some questions.
He wrote it.
He sure did.
He's the
So-
man. And this is all.
Cheers to you guys for coming nice and early.
Cheers. Cheers.
We're gonna have a good time. We have some fun.
We
Oh,
sure
yeah.
are. And also make sure that you guys, if you're not already, because we can see the algorithm, we know a lot of you guys are not subscribed, but you're watching the channel, please consider subscribing to Comic Combo Express, youtube.com/Comic Combo
Hell
Express.
yeah.
Leave a like, leave a comment. Tell us what your favorite horror themed comic book is.
Absolutely. Yeah.
There you go.
Now, guys, first and foremost, if I didn't already say it, happy Halloween to both of you.
Happy
Happy Halloween.
Thank
Yes.
you. Yeah, give
So-
that candy away.
Like Anthony said, this is really his creation. He's put this together for us. We're very happy to have him on the stream with us today. And out of celebration of not just this, but the launch of season 3, we will be opening a Q&A. You guys can ask us any question at all in between segments, and we will answer. We want to get the most engagement out of this live and to show you guys
Absolutely.
how much we appreciate you and to cheers off a great season 3 of Comic Combo Express.
Salud.
A lot of cheering
Yeah.
A
tonight.
lot of cheering tonight.
Yeah.
Hey.
Wow. It's almost like we're at the opening to a Dodgers game.
No, they're in the World Series.
They will. Yeah, they're gonna win it all.
Yeah, they sure are.
All right.
Let's do this.
All right. So, segment number 1 comes down to the top 3 best horror comic books. Now, these are comic books within the realm of horror genre. That means anything to licensed killers, twist on storylines, Elseworld stories, and just anything in the genre of horror. Anthony, do you want to kick this one off?
Yeah, I'm gonna start off. So I think that there is such a variety of horror books that are out there. It's hard to say there's just 3 best. Like there's 3 of the best because there's something for everyone there. Again, like we just said, there's licensed killers. Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween have all had their own series and multiple of that. There's great things from Marvel and DC where they have put twists on making either people zombies or making them vampires and stuff of that nature. And there's even original ones like Monsters from Mark Spears that is absolutely amazing start to finish.
Which
But-
can I ask you about that just before we get into that? Now, Monsters launched on Kickstarter, correct?
Yeah, so this is I actually have a lot of the Kickstarter exclusive stuff. Mark Spears went out. He said, "I'm going to do interior. I'm going to write. I'm going to do covers. I'm going to do homages. I need you guys to support me." And he used all the classic,
Universal Monster.
yeah, the Universal monsters that are now kind of in public domain. He used all of them. He created his own character, and again, he went in. He made his own story, and he did a damn good job of it. And it's probably in the top 10 of top horror books of all time, which is no easy feat. With that being said, I go to conventions. I see a lot of insanely interesting books that you've never seen ever in your life, and I try to pick as many up as possible. With that being said, I think the top 3 are going to be top heavy ones that all the big people know about. At my 3 spot is going to be Freddy versus Jason versus Ash. This is going to be the first run they had.
Now, that was under Dynamite Comics, correct?
I believe so.
Mhm.
Again, for those who have watched any horror movie, you know that usually licensing is hell on earth.
Oh, yeah.
And there's always rumors of, hey, we're gonna cross over with something. So comics gave all 3 franchises, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, and the Evil Dead franchise, an opportunity to combine into one. And they did a really good job of mixing all three franchises into one universe. And it was a very good short, like 6-issue run. But that's gonna be my number 3. Number 2 is the ever classic, one of the greatest comic TV shows of all time, The Walking Dead. Start to finish, it is horror through and through. It's a zombie apocalypse with even worse people. And once you think you're afraid of zombies and you're afraid of the threat of death, here comes the guy with the baseball bat with barbed wire taking your eye out and cutting arms off and shit.
Or cannibals taking your child hostage.
Yeah,
The people living amongst the walkers. Just what a great series.
There's always something to be afraid of.
100%.
And I think at the one spot, I don't think I'm really going to get much fight of it. I wasn't the biggest fan of it on my first few times reading it, but it is so iconic. And it's been being done in animation now. But Marvel Zombies is probably the most iconic line of horror comics. It makes you terrified of the superheroes you've grown up to love. And it is insane. I'm still not necessarily the biggest fan of zombies, but you gotta respect what it did to the genre. It made it huge.
If you look at your top 3, 2 of them are zombie movies.
Yeah.
Same thing. So.
Well, I think it's hard to do zombie franchises correct. Like when I think of just zombie media, there's very few that hit like, oh, these were really good, wild things. You know,
So,
I think of things like Resident Evil. I think of
28 days.
I know everyone likes the original 28 Days,
Right.
but as a franchise, I think it sucks.
It went downhill quick.
It's mid.
but-
Yeah.
What about the Night of the Living Dead, the original series? Those
Yeah.
were really-
Those were good.
Classics.
So,
Or even House of a Thousand Corpses. Like
Yeah.
I'm with that. I can do that. The Walking Dead's my favorite zombie genre
Sure.
things ever. So
fair.
it's harder to find better pieces. So I really like your take on this. Do you want to go and then we can get into like the conversation?
Before we do go, I do want to specify that because that there was a lot of legal issues with all 3 franchises. That book, The Fight vs. Jason vs. Ash, was published under Dynamite and Wildstorm as a partnership. Wildstorm did get the rights to Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street, and Dynamite has, I think, held.
Army of Darkness.
Yeah, they've held that for I think ever almost.
And they ended up doing a collaboration with Marvel as well, because you had Army of Darkness versus Marvel Zombies,
Yes.
which was, what was that, 6 or 8 issues long?
That was
It's not a long
5 issues.
Oh, it's only 5.
I'll
Okay.
I'll get into that later.
Okay.
That's on my list.
Well, actually, let's go right into your list then. What
Okay,
what are your
well,
top 3?
Like you said, you tackled it straight on with the horror genre, but as a comic buff, I stick to the horror based on what scares me from the comic world itself. So here's my 3, and this third one is gonna come out left field to you guys, but it was pretty much came out within the year. The book is called Patra, Patra. It was written by James Robinson and artist Scott Collins. Now, it was a limited series, issue 1 through 4 through Dark Horse Comics. And I was introduced to this book at Terrific Con when I met Scott Collins, and he recommended this book to me after I told him I never read his Flash issues. Well, he said, read this book first. If you like it, then you're ready for the Flash stuff. So I read it, and I just wrote down a quick highlight. It said it was it's a supernatural horror story about a young girl named Petra who wakes up with amnesia in a town terrorized by a mass killer named Jeremy Jones. She has connection to the violence and the destiny to fight evil. When in danger, a mask and a dagger appears out of nowhere, and she uses to defend herself. And now it's kind of weird. It's kind of dark. It's pretty cool at the same time because it has that little bit of like innocent feel it brings in the horror feel when they introduce Jeremy Jones, and he reminds me like a Michael Myers kind of character.
Okay.
And she's a little girl who has to stop him, which is kind of weird. It was pretty cool. And how she does it is so weird.
Mhm.
And we find out a big secret about her that, if you have to read the book to understand it, I highly recommend this book on Patreon in case you ever look it up online or try to get the trade for it. So that's my number 3. Now we're going to get to the stuff that Anthony talked about because he had this book at number 1. I threw this at number 2, Marvel Zombies, the original Marvel Zombies. Here's the first issue. It was a 5-issue series written by Robert Kirkman with artwork by Sean Phillips, and the cover was by Arthur Soynum. You see this cover? Taking the original look and just doing it zombified, it's phenomenal.
There is a good chance if you've seen a Marvel Zombies comic book circa like 2010, I would say it's probably by Arthur Soynum.
Yeah.
And
he did do the cover for the second run of Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash, Nightmare Warriors, which is, I would say, objectively worse of a run, but he did do the cover art. It is gorgeous.
He's great.
It's a very nice cover. Yeah.
He goes to a whole bunch of cons too, and he does custom like paintings of characters zombified. He does a really great art of the Xenomorph and the Predator during their run at Dark Horse. No longer the Marvel ones though, but such a great art.
And he takes iconic covers like in Marvel or DC, like this one, the Fantasy. He just adds that zombie look to it, makes it really dark and gritty. It's pretty cool.
So, best one that I think I own, not in terms of comic. I actually own a I don't know how big the frame is, but I owned a framed copy of Arthur Soynum's art, and it's the homage to Spider-Man and Mary Jane's wedding. But instead, it's zombified. So Mary Jane is dead, opened up.
He's holding her. Yeah, the zombie too.
And then all the villains are zombified in the background.
Necks and they're like standing there.
Such a cool cover.
I think I have that too.
I think you do, but I just have the.
I think it's like 4 or 5.
Yeah, it's something like that.
And quick shout out to Ultimate Fantastic Four, where the zombies are spinned out originally from in one of the storylines called Crossovers. Just give that little nugget in there. And of course, my number 1, which was your number 2, The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
It came out with 193 issues plus like 2 or 3 one-shots, written by Robert Kirkman, artist by Tony Moore and Charlie Adlard through Image Comics. And yes, we've seen the TV show on AMC and everything, but the book, it's like every time I read that series, I pick it up, you find something gory, I have to put it down. I'm like, whoa. Like I could see that shit happening. So
it's spooky.
It's that spooky. It's that feeling about it. You kind of feel for them. Don't want to get bit like that. It's just like a TV show. So hands down. So I think that's my number 1.
Hey, Purple.
And Robert Kirkman nominated the 2 out of 3. So I'll give him props for that too. So
that's great. That's great. May I go? Is that
cool? Go ahead. Yeah, absolutely.
Phenomenal. So
got it.
I'm gonna go to same kind of order, 3 to 1. My number 3 has to be Evil Dead, Army of Darkness versus Marvel Zombies. It's wacky, it's fun, it kind of holds up in horror. It's more of a comedical book than it is horror, but it's definitely up there. The writing is well done, and I think it's a very it's an underdog series for me. Number 2 would have to be the first original 10 issues of Spawn. Now, I know you wouldn't necessarily consider that horror, but think about it like this, right? Al Simmons is dropped off. He doesn't know what's happening, and demons are torturing him. All he knows is he's in a new body, and he's being tempted by the devil at every turn. And most of it is more murder mystery than it is superhero and stuff. It doesn't become really superhero-y until I'd say, the 300s? Maybe even 200s?
Yeah, that's fair.
That's
You know,
when he starts using that power to fight crime. Yeah,
that's what I'm
that's when
saying.
it feels superheroish.
I
But they're
always find the scariness of having yourself tempted so bad because everyone's betrayed you to make a deal with the devil, and then it comes back to haunt you is super huge fear. Super huge fear.
When you sell the soul to the devil, it is a horror fest, big
It
time.
sure is. And then my number one's kind of a tough decision because if I'm gonna be honest with you, it would be between Marvel Zombies and The Walking Dead, but it's got to be Walking Dead. Walking Dead was not limited to 5 issues. The blood, gore, and everything else that came with it just it happened. And with Marvel Zombies, there was conclusion. There was a conclusion saying, "Hey, eventually, if they choose to."
Maybe we can make sequels, but
That's not what I'm saying.
No.
The zombies in Marvel Zombies have the hunger. It's the same hunger that comes from the universe that creates the Deadites in Evil Dead.
Right.
Eventually, if the zombies stop eating for long enough, they become feral, but then they revert back to their normal state. We found that out in Marvel Zombies too.
True.
So ultimately, there's a way to defeat the zombies disease. In The Walking Dead, you don't know where the disease comes from. There is no cure and there is no survival. And you have people to worry about. So I like that argument. And that would be my top 3 for sure. Evil Dead, love it so much. I have a tattoo of it. Oh,
yeah.
you should send it in. I'll show it to my brother. Send it to my Discord.
Nice.
Oh, you gotta put that picture up.
He's got some really cool tattoos.
Nice.
What's up, Tom the Rod?
Tom the Rock.
Okay, hang on. Tiny. Only have 2, but that's okay. Tiny, what are your 2? I'm actually very curious. Guys, again, this is our soft launch to season 3 of Comic Convo Express. So we are allotting an open Q&A. So if you guys have questions, send them in.
We'll answer them the best we can.
Sure will.
I do want to see where we're waiting for either questions or for that tattoo. That we were sitting here with about 2 minutes left, and I did change my top 3 because I saw that and The Walking Dead is the GOAT. It's top 2, and it's either 1 or 2. With that being said, I think the most fun I've ever had reading a book is Jason versus Jason X. It is only 2 issues, but I want you to think what would happen if I threw 2 action figures at each other, and they weren't superheroes. They're not doing fun flips, but they're just killing machines.
That's awesome.
They are going through everyone around them, and the one goal of killing the other Jason. It is so much fun.
So basically, Jason X from the movie Jason X against any of the Jasons before.
Yeah, it kind of leaves off at that like beginning of Jason X where he's kind of like chained up. It is very fun.
Nice, dude. Tiny says I only have 2 issues of Marvel Zombies versus Army of Darkness. Tom said The Walking Dead was great but very repetitive. Redwood said, I can't ask about books because I've never read one. You don't have to ask about books, though. If you want to just ask any questions about horror franchises or just things that are coming out, like we'll answer it all. You don't have to ask about books.
Got your back, Redwood.
Tattoo sent to your Discord? Bet. Oh, here it is.
Oh, that's sick. That's awesome.
He sent a bunch of them, actually. He has an entire sleeve going on, so there's...
Ooh, Silence of the Lamb. Hell yeah. Hannibal Lecter, baby.
We also have...
All right, so there's Jack from The Shining, and then there's from Bright Red, You'll Flow 2 from It. That's it.
Here is the. These are all the other tattoos. Some of them are repeats.
Nice. So it's the twins from The Shining, and then there's also an actual Pennywise there with Georgie's red balloon, right, Georgie? I'm not.
Yeah, Georgie, you're right.
Let me ask you a quick question. Which freaks you out the most?
Out of these,
Pennyworth
Pennywise
or the twins from The Shining?
Pennywise.
Off rip. If we're just going first reactions, those twins fucked everyone up. That was
the twins are more scary.
I think, but long term, after that first time, it's like
if I was in a white hallway and I saw the twins pop up, I'm running away.
Fuck that.
If I see a clown, I'm just gonna charge them and just
in comics. There was a Jason versus Freddy versus Ash. Yeah, that was what Anthony was talking about before.
Listen, son. No. Shut up, Blair Witch. Get out of here. All right.
What's the weirdest horror character crossover you've ever seen? Okay. I don't know if this classifies as weird, but you guys remember the Freddy versus Jason movie from the early 2000s?
Yes.
So did you guys know that the ending of the movie, the after scene credit, was actually cut?
Yes.
Now, the original plan was to have their fight continue in hell. And as they are fighting in hell, Pinhead's chains come and pin them to walls against hell's gates.
Mhm.
And Pinhead was supposed to come out of the shadow and say, "Is there a problem here?" And then the movie was supposed to cut there. That
would've been
really is the
cool.
weirdest crossover.
I don't think that was
ever.
weird. I think that
That's
was a
super
cool moment,
weird. That's
because it
so
could
weird.
expand.
So weird. What do you,
I
what do you
kind of
say?
I kind of love that. I'm not gonna lie.
Cheers for checking out my tattoos, guys. Absolutely purple.
Oh, sorry.
Those tats were.
We did miss, yes. Then the first run of Freddy vs. Jason vs. Ash, J. Scott Campbell did do the first 3 covers. No, the first cover, which are 3 separate ones, and it's a connecting one. They reprinted the connecting as a horizontal, which I do have somewhere around here. Maybe I'll pull out before we go.
Now, Tiny, you also criticizing Pennyworth the remake on HBO Max. There's only been like what 1 or 2 episodes that came out.
No, there's been 2 movies.
No, but the new series that's coming out.
It's not what she's talking about.
Oh, because it just said OG Pennywise remake.
Yeah,
Pennywise
she's
is
saying
like-
the OG Pennywise is scarier than the remake Pennywise.
Oh, so it's not
Yeah.
a scary way.
That's
I'm
fair.
sorry, my bad. I misunderstood.
Chewy said, "What horror media got you into horror?" For me, it was Saw. So for me, it was Jason. It was Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
That was the first real horror movie I saw, and I got into it. I mean, Alien versus Predator also was up there for me. That's what kind of got me into the genre. How about you, Ant?
So there's two vital parts in this. So my sister, who's a good chunk older than me,
Wait, I'm so sorry. W opinion L Blair Witch.
Blair Witch sucks. Get the fuck out of here.
Dude, that was a real horror movie. This is a reality show.
So one of the big like moments in my childhood where the first like exposure to horror movie truly was I ran downstairs where my sister had her TV set up. And I turned on the TV to go play on my Wii. And she did not turn off the DVD player. And in the DVD player was Child's Play, the very first one. And the Chucky's big ass face is on that starting screen.
With
And I
blood
remember-
running down his face.
Yeah, she was terrifying. And I'm like 7. That shit I was not ready at all for that. So fast forward about 6 years, I'm 13. I'm like in like middle school, and something about that Friday the 13th was getting to me, and I was watching them. I'm like, oh, these are kind of pretty cool. I mean, like, I went back. I ended up watching some of like the Child's Play movie. I'm like, yeah, these are kind of stupid. And I think the real tipping point that turned it from all right, these are kind of fine to I love this was actually the Friday the 13th video game. That was a huge step for me. That came out again when I was in middle school. I put thousands of hours in that game. I mean, like it gave me a new light on what horror can be and what horror is. But I think that watching that game, rewatching some of the old Friday the 13th is what made that happen. The video game was fun.
Sorry, wasn't around when you were talking about that. You're good. I've lost count how many times I've watched it. I think
Freddie had me up for days. Yeah.
I'll throw in a funny story. Well, my first taste in the horror genre was The Exorcist, back to back with Jaws.
Ooh. Oh well, we know your fear of Jaws.
And yes,
but
well, that's a funny story.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about.
you know,
Jaws
salt water
later.
can't go into toilets, right?
I do. But Exorcist really messed me up for a while, and I didn't get back to it till like I think it was like 5 years after that movie came out, and I was watching Nightmare on Elm
Yeah,
Street
literally shit.
2, Freddy's Revenge. Started getting like it made the horror genre more innocent to me, so I started watching it more, and I caught up with all the ones that I missed over the years, and then went forward with like the Friday the 13th, the Halloweens, everything, and just got into it deep. But then it was like I'm on the I think it was like late 90s. I just stopped. It kind of like lost interest for a while. So
Tiny says my intro was Scream, Halloween, and the live action Resident Evil. Okay, hot take before we go on to the next segment. Hot take:
go ahead.
the first few Resident Evil movies, the ones with what's her name, the wife of the director.
The blonde girlfriend.
Yeah, I forget her name too. I loved those movies. I thought those movies were so good. Did you see those, Anthony?
They were okay. I was never blown away by them, but I never hated them. I never
Okay,
like.
fair enough.
She looked like she was in shape to fight back, so it was cool.
I mean, none of the obviously all of the licensed characters fucking die, and it's just her. But
Right.
I was okay with that for the retelling. Do you have Jaw thalalophobia, Pedro? I know watching Jaws with that is fucking terrifying. Do you have a fear of sharks?
Yes.
You have a phobia of sharks in the open water?
Sharks in any form of water.
Okay.
I could see a lake,
They're
and I
fun to
would think
watch.
Jaws is in there, so I'd be very cautious.
Totally with you on that, Tiny. Hi, Matt Tito. All right, I appreciate the questions, guys. Throw them on in. We'll go through them right after. Let's go right into segment 2. So, I'm sorry, and this is top 3 crossovers in horror. Can it be movies or books or just books?
I have just books. With that being said, I'm not going to limit you guys.
Okay.
I do want to open up with
Sure.
I do have Freddy vs. Jason versus Ash.
Number 3.
It's at 2 for me, but I want to go for fast again. It's
Hi,
I think
Skittles.
Sorry. It is such a great set of books, and again the remake is pretty cool. It's so iconic to have
Of course.
these 3 heavy hitters in one book. The second one is going to be a little off the wall. Jason versus Leatherface. It is maybe the craziest 3 issues I've ever read because it's unlike anything I've ever read in the horror genre with licensed characters. To like wrap it up shortly in one kind of neat bow. Jason pretty much joins Leatherface's family for an issue, and like,
All right, Matt Tito.
Not eating
Yeah,
flesh enough.
it's just insane.
Does he end up eating people with them?
No, but he does write Jason in Blood on the Wall or some shit like that.
I can see Leatherface
is-
family like babying him in case he's drowning or something.
it's weirdly beautiful, but it's an amazing 3 issues. Please go find it. Jason versus
It's a
Leatherface.
family story.
It is a family
Then
story.
the last one,
Hi, Liz. Thank you for the lurk, love.
Word?
Rude? What do you mean rude? What did I do?
all right, fucking, I'm gonna wrap this up with I think there's only one right answer, at least in the comic book space.
Go
Yeah.
for it.
The best crossover is the Predator versus Batman.
Yep.
That is how you write Predator.
Yep.
I've been searching for that high for Predator since that book.
Totally.
Not only does the Predator go in and whip Batman's ass,
Yeah, you're
but
right.
he goes back and whips his ass again.
Wait, Liz, when did you message? I'm so sorry. Did I ignore it? When did Liz come in? Sorry, I got swallowed amongst every. Oh, you waved. Hi, Liz. I'm sorry. I got swallowed amongst all the questions.
Such a lie, man.
But yeah, I think Predator versus Batman is the right answer. It's how you write Predator. To a degree, it's how you write Batman.
Yeah, agree with that.
That's it.
Well,
Go ahead. Yeah, take it.
this is my jumping point because you picked them at 1. I picked that book as 3. The 3 Batman vs Predator between issue 1 and 3, the first series, was written by Dave Gibbon, the artist from
Yeah.
Watchmen, and the artists
Hmm?
Adam Kubert, Andy Kubert. Mike
Dynamic duo.
Yeah.
It was through DC and Dark Horse together.
Mhm.
It had 3 volumes of them fighting back and forth, blood match and blood ties. But the original one, like you said, it was just terrifying in Gotham with this Predator doing what he's doing. It's almost like the Predator movie.
Yeah.
But Batman's trying to figure out what to do and how to stop it. It was
Sorry.
amazing.
Real quick, Liz asked, did you guys see the new game Dispatch? Yes, we've been talking about that on Between the Panels for a while
It's
now.
already purchased in my PlayStation. Don't
Yeah, I have to still pick up mine. I still have to pick up my copy, but I'm so ready. Telltales is back, baby. Different name. Critical.
Same effect. Number 2, we touched on this earlier. Marvel Zombies versus Army of Darkness. Again, 5-issue series. It wasn't written by Robert Kirkman.
No, it was not.
It was written by John Layman, with art by Fabiano Neves, Sean Phillips, and Fernando Blanco, with covers by Arthur Soydom, of course. It was through Marvel and Dynamite. It continued from Marvel Zombies Dead Days, that one shot that came out with
Nice.
Soydom's X-Men 1
Yep.
watch. And it also started from where the beginning where the Sentry came in and infected the world. So it's a good story. Check it out. And of course, my number 1. I mean, I'm gonna get a little slack on this, but hear me out. I'm sticking again through the comics.
We're waiting.
For superheroes.
You're getting judged.
It's Aliens versus the Avengers, number 1 through 4, written by Jonathan Hickman,
All right.
and artwork by Asad Ribic through Marvel. I read it. It felt like an Elseworld story, which it was, but just the horror that the aliens took over the Earth. And the Avengers couldn't stop it. Oh my God, it just blew my mind.
I don't hate that. That's good.
Yeah, it's not a bad. It's not a
Mic
bad
drop.
lineup.
I do think you're wrong though. Batman vs Predator is the number
Yeah,
one.
I wanted to go higher with that, but look at the competition I had.
I also didn't mention Mortal Kombat putting guest characters like again Freddy, Predator, Alien, Leatherface, Jason, and then eventually who else is Ghostface.
Ghostface has been there. Omni Man's been in there.
Both
Oh, you
from horror.
horror. I'm sorry.
Them having
Cross over to the
you know Hickman's nuts, no pause.
Tom the Rod came for you.
All right,
Cosmic.
all right, Pat, what we got?
It's off duty.
All right, I've got so I mean my number one's already been said, which is totally fine.
Right.
My number 3 would actually be the Aliens versus Predator, the first run from Dark Horse Comics.
Yeah.
Yep, it continued right after the pyramid collapsed. And into it basically was supposed to be the definitive sequel until the Alien Predator Requiem movie came out.
Yeah.
So that run was fantastic. It was great. I forget who wrote the original run, but very, very great series from Dark Horse. My number 2 actually is Predator versus Wolverine.
Ooh, yeah.
Actually, I know it's not as horror-y.
Yeah.
Benjamin Percy.
Benjamin Percy did it, yes. Great storyline, fit Wolverine, or really fit the Predator in Marvel canon alongside Wolverine's origin very well.
Always fun.
It was pretty funny that he just kept beating his ass. He smelled funny.
Oh, he just whooped him.
That was pretty much the entire.
The Predator just hide from Wolverine.
That's exactly what it was. Which I love the original Predator movie, so any excuse to kind of relive that, but with heroes in it, I'm down for.
Mhm.
And I agree with Anthony. My number 1 has to be Batman versus the Predator. That whole series was great. I haven't read a good Predator series that can match that crossover.
That is true.
I can find better examples of Batman books, but I cannot find better examples than Predator books. And that was a DC Dark Horse crossover at the time. They should just reprint it. Honestly speaking, I don't know why they don't.
Yeah.
Trade paperback for them.
I think licensing is what's holding it up at the moment.
And Adam Kubert.
Yeah,
At
probably.
the time that it came out, Adam Kubert got an award for drawing that series.
Right.
Kubert's art in that book is unmatched.
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 And he worked really well. Yeah, no, that's why I made it unmatched.
I like that you have My Beloved American Psycho at the center. That's where it
Yeah, so
belongs.
this is that is the newest run of American Psycho. I believe there is another run before this, but this was brand new. Came out I think last year, maybe the year before that. And one of the cool things I like about it is for the special edition, the special covers for each one, the limited, whether you order for 25 books or 25 issues, the special cover you got was the note cards from the movies where everyone's like, "Oh, let me see your note card." And they flip it, and Patrick Bateman's freaking out. So every single alternate cover is the business cards. I have some again laying around. Again, if this podcast ends insane, we'll start pulling out books, show you guys what the collection really looks like. Not just these hard hitters. There's plenty of more.
We might save that as a Twitch live exclusive. We might have you bring them up. So another reason why you guys should check us out on the live, twitch.tv/Comic Convo Express. We're live every week. Make sure you drop a follow if you're not already. We appreciate any support you guys give us. We love you all. I'm sorry, continue.
We're not signing off.
Hi, Beta. Purple said yes.
Let's see Paul Allen.
What happened?
Let's see Paul Allen's card.
Paul Allen's card is wild. I'll make sure to post photos of my Patrick Bateman cosplay for tomorrow. Yes,
Ooh,
please do it in the
yes.
Discord if you want. Feel free. I'll show Anthony.
Hell yeah.
Fun fact, the Xenomorph, also known as XX121 Xenomorph, Intervice, what's that saying? I'm so sorry. That's the real name of them. Intervice.
You're not getting my dyslexia this time.
Fuck, dude. That must be the Latin word for it. Huh.
Well, technically.
Oh man, leaving already? No, we're not leaving. We're not leaving.
No, we're not leaving. I would just give it a shout out to you.
Stay, please.
Grab Robert Kirkman now.
I have more questions.
We have more.
I have to return some tapes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's good.
I do want to put up for this next segment. I would like to go last because I think mine.
You want to go last on this
Mine
one?
have the best.
All right. So segment 3. Oh, interesting. Dream horror versus superhero fights. So I'm just going to tell you this answer for me is going to spoil part of my segment 5, if that's okay.
Yeah,
Go
that's fine.
Cool. You want me to start?
Want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first. You go first. Yeah.
All right. So again, 3-1. Here we go. Imagine this fight. Ready? one corner from the horror genre, Jason from Friday the 13th. Now, I'm telling you right now, who's he gonna fight? Whether it's in Lake Compound or in the city of New York, it can happen. Jason versus the Punisher, Frank Castle.
So does it have to be Frank, or can it be Frankencastle?
Oh, I should
No,
Frankencastle.
Ooh.
No,
Frankencastle.
you lost already. You fucked.
Well, if it's Frankencastle, he'll lose. But I think Frank Castle,
Disagree.
the hunter / he's gonna try to do. He's gonna keep shooting him, and Jason ain't gonna go. No, he's gonna.
It would have to be.
At him.
It would have to be like Punisher from the Nemesis series. Like he would have to be armed to the fucking teeth in
Exactly.
Niagani Island, ready to blow up.
Exactly.
Or no, was it Grand Nixon Island?
Yeah.
Up on
And
Grand
Jason
Nixon
could-
Island.
Jason will be able to take it off and still go at him. So it's gonna like
Till he detonates the fucking.
exactly. He will have to put a grenade inside his body and then run before he can end up.
Good night, Matt Dito. Enjoy your night.
It's-
Matito.
Oh, bye.
Good man.
The only way I see that fight going down is how Friday 8 starts, which is Jason Goes to Hell.
9
where
is 8 is Jason or Jason Takes Manhattan.
9, like I just said, goes to hell.
You said 8.
I said no. I don't.
Chat. What did he say?
Don't go back. Go back. 6, 7, 6, 7. Sorry, 6, 7. So they, if for those who haven't seen Jason Goes to Hell, which is it's a pretty bad movie. They light his ass up like immediately. They're like,
So you don't
no,
want.
draw him out of the open.
So obviously you
That's
don't.
really just the Punisher. That's what it's gonna do.
Right.
It's an East Side shit.
And you can also travel Frank into Lake like
Camp Crystal Lake.
Camp Crystal Lake.
It's definitely Lake Compound, something like
Oh,
that.
Lake Compound.
That's in Connecticut.
That's in Connecticut. Hell yeah. My bad. But you could go to Lake Crystal Lake. Excuse me. There you go. And hunt down the
It's Lake
Jason.
Compounds from now on.
It will be a good fight. Oh,
2.
my next. Now, Anthony knows about this one. We talked about it.
Jason in Space was great. Oh, fuck off. Jason X is an amazing movie. It's terrible, but it's amazing. It is.
It's got a plus and a minus.
It's so bad. It's good. It's entertaining. It's entertaining.
I'm with that. It was so bad that it was good.
Okay, so now this one you could take place in a dream. In the horror genre, Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy
Look at
Krueger,
purple. Look at purple.
and the one person he could probably still torture for a long time, Wolverine,
Who was it? Wolverine versus.
Freddy Krueger,
Freddy
in the
Krueger?
dreamscape.
Okay.
So, like, let's say Logan falls asleep, gets passed on the bar, he goes to the dream world, Freddy comes after him. Mind you, no matter what Freddy does to him, he still can heal.
So technically,
Claw versus
couldn't
claw.
Freddy just make Logan so that he has a normal skeleton and pierce his brain?
I'm going to touch on that later. That's not going to be a now talk. I'll talk about it later.
Alright.
We'll see what-
We'll put that on pause then. And
Pause.
now we'll get to my number one. And this one no one could guess. They were trying to guess this out early. In the horror genre,
Spider-Man.
The white turned on Michael Myers from some Slayland comic.
believe it or not, he's out. He's not even part of this. Ready?
Miles Morales.
Wrong
Alright,
Spider-Man.
go on.
All right. In the horror,
Also, Peter.
in the horror genre, you got Pinhead.
Yeah.
We got him, guys.
Ooh, hold
All
on.
right, Pinhead.
Okay.
Isn't that funny? I have.
If they're gonna go magical to hell and take this to hell, there's only one opponent that's perfect for us.
Bitch, this is my choice.
Ghost Rider.
I have to think of something else.
And
It's literally my
if
number.
you want to go specific, Johnny Blaze.
Literally my number one. Now I need to rethink this.
All right.
And it'd be a perfect fight. It could be never ending, and it's somebody's gonna stay in hell when they're done.
All right, I thought of a new one. I'm fine now.
You want to lay your 3 down?
Yeah. Well, now Ghost Rider and Pinhead's gonna be my honorable mention because that was gonna be my number one. But damn it, Tiny.
Tiny had a good question.
It was gonna be mine. My number 3 would be Daredevil versus Ghostface.
And you know what? Not for nothing, but Ghostface does breathe heavily and
So-
underneath the mask, so Daredevil will hear him.
And the heartbeat.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie. I thought about that. So
So serious,
One of
Tiny.
Ghostface's like big advantages is that there's multiple of them.
Yes.
That shit's not gonna work for Daredevil. He's gonna hear everything.
Mm.
And again, the big thing of yeah, I like that kind of Ghost Rider response fun. It doesn't do the horror thing, but yeah, that's cool.
It's more space.
Original Spawn.
Have Cosmic Ghost Rider versus Jason X. That would have been a better one.
Number 2.
Yeah, all right.
yeah.
So He's kind of right.
Mhm.
So I would want to see John Constantine go against Freddy Krueger.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Definitely would like to see that. That would be really great of a crossover.
I'll tackle these later.
Are you?
You'll see, you guys will
Oh,
figure it out.
we're in trouble.
Yeah,
You go.
feel it.
Go ahead.
He's gonna completely ruin them for me. And my number one, I would like to see Van Helsing versus Dormammu.
I like that.
That might be a mismatch.
That's not a mismatch at all. So I picture it like this: Van Helsing has everything to just stop demons,
Oh, you want
vampires.
Right.
But now, when another dimensional creature comes in that has demonic tendencies, but is a cosmic level threat, we'll have to evolve from fighting demons and vampires to cosmic level demons.
Yeah, but what would he
Thank
do
you.
against the mindless ones?
Did you see what he did to fucking vampires and vampires once?
For purple. Ghostface versus Scorpion. Wait till you hear the news.
Late breaking news.
No, more about Mortal Kombat versus oh my god, Mortal Kombat 1. Never mind.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 1.
That's a DLC. Pay your $9 and be disappointed. Have fun with that.
You know what's so bad? I only like playing as Omni-Man and Ghostface. Those are the two DLCs I actually enjoy. Well, I like Noob Saibot, but he should have been base.
Winter's cool, but he's kind of.
Patrick Bateman versus Deadpool.
That Bateman would be dead.
But it's just insults.
Insults is wild.
All right,
It is an assault. Anyway,
I'm going to take over.
Yeah,
here we
take a
go.
shot.
So-
It's your show now.
I said I know that their knowledge on the older horror movies and the newer ones are going to be lacking. So I wanted
And the
to.
Clown versus Batman. I'm
All
sorry.
right, fucking that's number 3. So I gave myself a limit. I wanted to do one classic, one 80s, and one modern horror villain.
Okay.
And then by accident, I did one DC, one Marvel, and one independent. So
That's good.
my current horror villain is going against Batman, who's DC.
Easy.
I mainly picked that. I think of Art the Clown is pretty much unkillable. But has some weird ass gadgets that he just has in a fucking bag. That's gonna go against Batman, who again doesn't have the information. He's not gonna know what Art the Clown is. He's gonna have a shit ton of gadgets. He's not gonna want to kill Art the Clown. It's gonna be an endless fight where it's just to be insanity. It's not gonna be over and over. I gotcha. Eat your ass. You're going. It's gonna be absolute insanity, and it's gonna be different every time they go at each other. That's what I was thinking.
Batman probably visits the hospital.
Also, I went to TripCon this year. I had Russ Braun do that on a blank cover. So you go to Russ Braun's Instagram. I think it's August 9th was when he posted it. You could see my blank cover. Again, to Batman and Art the Clown duking it out.
Shout out to Russ Braun.
Yes, Russ Braun's great. We also showed it off, I think, on our
Yeah.
review of Terrificon. So if you guys want to check that video, that's there too. But yes, drop Anthony a follow on Instagram at WebheadVega. So you can see the cover yourself too.
Tiny gave you a little challenge. You say it could have been the Batman who lost versus Artie.
Yeah, but he's too overpowered. He's too
The
overpowered.
Batman Who Laughs?
Yeah.
What if it's pre
I don't think there's a way around it. I think the appeal of Batman versus Art is that Batman doesn't have the powers to go against the longevity of Art and him not being able to die. On top of him having his gadget, he's done improve, so the dueling's only going to get more insane as they go.
You need,
That's fair.
and you need the best Batman to fight Artie, and the only best Batman is Batman
Bruce Wayne, yeah.
Bruce Wayne.
So my number 2, and I had a hard time with this. I wasn't really sure how I wanted to tie him in, but I wanted to do Nosferatu. Nosferatu is just the funniest vampire, and this isn't probably gonna be a great fight, but it's gonna be
Jeff
hilarious.
the Shark?
I want specifically Wesley Snipes as fucking Blade, the vampire killer versus the funniest vampire. Nosferatu. Horny one if I get a pick from the new movies. The horny Nosferatu versus Wesley Snipes as Blade
So we're not going with the Blade from the comic. We're going Blade from the movie.
from Blade Trinity to be exact.
We're having a talk. What did Blade kick us out?
Yeah, 100%.
That'd be really funny.
It's gonna be the funniest looking ass kicking on this list. Yeah.
Like fucking full blown diva mode Wesley Snipes.
Yeah, we're gonna get again. It's Freddy Krueger trying to fight John Constantine. Constantine's gonna be smoking a cigarette in these dreams and shit. Punisher's gonna be getting mad around into fucking Jason. Then we're going to see the weirdest ass kicked by not anyone but Wesley Snipes.
I hope the entire movie, though, is the director trying to get Wesley Snipes to record this ass kicking. Like, he just refuses to come out.
It'd be so backwards.
Mr. Snipes, we're ready to film.
Sticky notes around.
Yeah.
Fucking notes about you trying to fuck him. It's gonna be insane. All right, and my last one. I think this was the first thing I thought of.
Horny Nosferatu is he trying to get his...
So that's insane.
Good one, man.
Love you, Saber. That's
Saber
fantastic.
got it. Saber got it. Pick up the first one.
So we mentioned Pinhead before.
Mhm.
Who'd you have Pinhead against? Was it Ghost Rider?
Against Ghost Riders.
All right. So why is it? Go ahead. So Pinhead does a lot of mental mind games. Runs with, he runs with a crew.
Yep.
Mhm.
He's gonna put as many obstacles in front of you as he can before you get to him.
Okay.
I think the way you combat that is with someone who's just a pure ass kicker who doesn't really think too much.
I know what he's saying.
I want Hellboy versus Pinhead.
That'd be sick as shit.
And
Oh.
Hellboy's not going to fall for traps, but you get at least 5-6 fights before he reaches Pinhead. And Pinhead's going to have a bunch of trains. He's going to be throwing a lot at Hellboy. Hellboy's not going to do. He'll be shooting, missing shots and
How about
shit.
those hooks? Will they go through his skin?
So I don't think so. And I think that's going to be a real appeal because you're going to have to see Pinhead adapt mid-fight. And you're going to see Hellboy have to go through another round of fights after fighting all of Pinhead's guys. That's what I thought. We can make that
Chatter for the win.
You can make that into a 4-issue limited series
Yeah, easy.
and print out money. But Hellboy versus Pinhead would be entertaining as hell.
Wow. So Hellboy or
Real thought into this.
That's a good question.
That's a good one. That's a
Well,
good one.
choices in my opinion. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
let y'all decide for us.
Yeah. That was good, huh? That was definitely good.
If you guys have any critiques other than Nosferatu getting his dick wet, let me know. Or describing what MK's fucking current DLC is, let me know.
Wow. That's
No, you guys are great. I love you guys. You guys are the best.
It is. How about Blade versus Spawn?
Spawn wouldn't murder him.
I feel like Spawn would kill Blade.
Spawn has so many tools up his sleeve. And that's kind of what
Escape.
shit, literally. I feel like that they do kind of Image kind of runs into walls because they make Spawn too overpowered. They have to get someone else, and that's the problem I have with a lot of superheroes. Is
Yeah, I think Spawn is like Superman's level now.
yeah,
Never mind. I'll save that. I was gonna say, I don't know, because early issues of Spawn where he's still learning to adapt his powers, I love. But you're right, once it gets up there, it's like there's not a lot that can stop
yeah.
him.
Once he figures out what he's doing, he's just gonna blow some fucking a vampire dude off.
Spawn versus Constantine, I can get behind that.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be really
I
cool.
think Constantine still get his ass kicked.
I mean, probably.
It'll be a
Hand to hand, yeah, hand to hand.
When Swan gets his hands on him, that's it. It's a wrap.
All right, so segment 4 is see what is the best.
Aquaman versus Jaws. I'm sorry.
That's lame. Should have had that.
I thought that one.
Came out of nowhere.
Versus
It's a wrap. Okay, back to make a toss game. It's a wrap, John.
It's insane. Tag team match: the Megan Jaws versus fucking Aquaman and Namor, some shit.
Have you seen the death battle between and Buffy? I have not.
Another wrap.
Weapons is the only movie more hornier than the Nosferatu remake.
I haven't seen Weapons yet.
I haven't seen what.
Michael B. Jordan just laying pipe for 90 minutes straight.
Good for
It's-
him.
It's pretty much real
Power
life.
straight to DVD or something.
Oh, it's out in
Yeah,
theaters
it's-
now. It's
it's
very
out
Out
popular.
there now.
No, it's out of theaters now.
It's out now?
It made it already did it did its run already.
Legit.
Made a lot of money. Pretty good.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That's the wrong emoji.
All right.
You think
Oh, I'm thinking Sinner. Oh, Weapons is about the little kids. I'm sorry. Thank you, Saber. Weapons is a little kid. Fuck that movie.
That
No,
movie just
alright,
came.
hold on.
I thought Weapons
No,
was still in
I saw the
theaters.
commercial the other
I'm
day.
sorry. Yes, I was thinking of Sinners. So I watched Sinners today. And I'm not fucking lie to you
You
guys.
said Michael B. Jordan. I was like, he's a
All right, Weapons is about a bunch of kids just leaving in the middle of the night, and it explains nothing until the last 20 minutes of the movie. That's a fucking witch doing that shit. I fucking hated that movie. I swear to God.
So that movie would put that with the Blair Witch Project.
No, it was my witch is terrible. That's even worse.
You know what was a really good movie? Late Night with the Devil.
Yeah, that was very good.
That was good. That one had a Lore accurate Tony Stark.
Yeah, shit. He won.
That guy looked just like
One.
Tony Stark.
That guy did. He's now with Image. He's writing his own book.
Are you serious?
He's doing Knights and Samurais.
I love Late Night with the Devil. Damn right, Tiny.
Free Willy versus Johnstown. That's funny.
So
Willie versus Jones.
Enough talk with John. It's gonna give me a night
yeah, Sinners was good.
but
Yeah, my father's not gonna be able to sit on a toilet.
for a while. Yeah.
All right. So
Next
what do you guys think is the best company to write comic books? For
Okay.
Oh fuck, is that the next question?
Yeah, so next segment. Who's the best comic book company for comics? Now this
Oh, Dynamite.
I mean, yeah, you could say all you want. I got the biggest,
You tell me.
and I grew up in the '90s in the comic world.
Light's
follow-
already on.
If you read Wizard, you heard about this one. It's called Chaos Comics.
Ooh.
Chaos Comics was founded by Brian Pulido. It had books like the horror books like Lady Death, Evil Ernie, which was really like freaky.
Yeah, okay, but I have a question for you.
Go for it.
They have Evil Dead.
No.
Wrong.
Oh, jeez. But I'm saying this one company, every comic book series that came out was all horror things. So to me, that's what made it.
40 vampire media. Oh my god.
Well,
Yeah, Nosferatu. I mean, yeah.
okay, well, let's
Sinners. Yeah. I mean, can I keep going?
So Evil Ernie, Purgatory, Lady Death, Chastity, Bad Kitty. So he used to license for the WWF books, which was
Yeah.
WWE, but was WWF and several other brands. But then they went bankrupt.
Yeah.
The character sold to Tales of Wonder, which was the retail, and then sold it to Devil's Due. Except for Lady Death, which was sold to CrossGen Entertainment, which went bankrupt and was sold back to Brian Pulido and Avatar Press, which formed Boundless Comics. This is a whole big mess
Yeah.
of that character. But then Devil's Due fell apart, and then it went to Dynamite Entertainment. And that's where it's at. So it's like it's separate. Lady Death and the rest of them were all separate, but it was all one point in one place. It was all horror comic books. It was pretty cool like that.
Okay.
All right. So
That's my answer.
so fanboy, you're not a fan of Top Gun?
Who's asking that question?
Tiny said Top Gun.
Tropic Thunder.
Wait, who said that? Who said that? Oh, that was Tiny.
No. Tommy said that about.
Oh,
Tom's a fan of Top Gun.
Tom is stirring the pot in the chat room. I got
You went to school with
This is Top Gun. He's still upset because when Val Kilmer passed away, he felt his favorite movie was Top Gun.
Tropic Thunder was great. I'm sorry. That's what Tiny said in the chat. So.
what the fuck's African there?
But I will always say that it was Tombstone. It was the best movie.
Yeah.
Stand by that. Top
Tombstone's
Gun, he was
Tombstone's
just a
great.
background character. In Tombstone, he shined as the main character, even though he was like the second. So that's how I'm gonna drop it with time.
Tropic Thunder over Top Gun. Completely
Yeah,
agree.
yeah, 100%.
Oh, Tropic
Yeah,
Thunder
100%.
10 times better than Top Gun.
Was 700 years. Robert Downey Jr. is fucking hilarious.
He's amazing.
National treasure for that movie.
Or like Ben Stiller fucking doing the face.
You get all those actors in one movie like that. And it was crazy.
Well, apparently all you needed for Robert Downey Jr. to tell him he could do blackface.
Free
And that's when you use Tom Cruise in a movie.
MCU movie. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. Amazing back then. But how about you? How you guys?
Oh, so you said Dynamite as the best.
I would say Dynamite.
Do you have any notes on that, or is that?
He just said one answer, Dynamite.
I don't necessarily disagree. Dynamite was.
It would be Dynamite or Image for me, and that's basically mostly going off of all the one shots Dynamite has done in the Marvel not Marvel, oh my god, in the horror franchisee books. I feel like they write the best stories for one-offs. If you're talking about series, then sure, you can make an argument for Image. I'd even say you can make an argument for Marvel now at this time for horror books. But in terms of horror as a outlet, it goes to Dynamite.
That's I like that assessment because I had the same assessment when I was reading this.
Sorry, okay.
I didn't say Dynamite though because I came to a different conclusion.
Tell me.
Because there is one that tells shorter stories the absolute best.
Who was that?
And it's tied with DC, but Wildstorm has the best run of horror comics of all time. They're not selling you on the legendary runs. They're giving you new runs, new takes on older characters. You have a slew of perfect Friday the 13th books. Going back looking at Pam Voorhees, Jason's father being out of the picture. They do so much with so little source material. They take things that you are maybe looking for in the movies that you're not going to get because they're just not making those types of movies for Friday the 13th. They partnered with Dynamite. They're half the reason why Friday vs. Jason versus Ash is a thing. Wildstorm did so much in a decently little time. They had Leatherface. They did a great Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Like they did so much in such a little time. I think Wildstorm has the best. What the fuck's happening?
Garbage.
It's just happened. It's Friday.
You know what? I want to disagree with you on this because the question was the best horror company. And even though, yes, Wildstorm managed to get Friday 13th, tell a good story, hands down, I'm not going to attack that. Dynamite also managed to get Army of Darkness, but these were established franchise before they were actually made into, as a story in comics.
Sure.
Where I felt Question was the best horror company that came out with originality. And that's why at Chaos Comics, all their series were all original, even though none of them blew up and became a movie or anything like that, but they were original stuff. And it's just like, okay, kind of like.
Well, there's original characters, original ideas. It doesn't, I think it's interpretation at that point.
Right. That's fair.
Chat's popping off about Garfield now.
The live action with Bill Murray's crazy.
Yeah, oh God. So, all right, I like that answer. I definitely like that answer.
Mm-hmm.
Just a reminder, guys, we're coming up on the end of the show, so please get your questions in while we go through our last segment. And then Anthony's going to pull out some books to show you guys, and then we're going to call it a day. Tiny really hates Tom Cruise, and I think she's very based for it.
I don't blame you.
It is what it is.
All right, so segment number 5, make your dream horror book. 1 writer, 1 artist, 1 horror character, and 1 crossover characters. Anybody upset if I start this one off?
Go for it.
All right. So mine was connected to Ghost Rider versus Pinhead. So Hellraiser, Ghost Rider cross. Yeah, sure. Good idea.
Okay.
I would want Alex Ross to do all of the art. And I would want Todd. Yes,
interior.
100%. I want covers, interior, and I want Todd McFarlane to write the story.
Okay, I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all.
Todd McFarlane's a writer, straight.
I want Todd McFarlane to go into as much lore as possible about their other world where they go nothing about torture as pleasure and all of that. And they bring the Ghost Rider, not knowing Johnny Blaze is the Ghost Rider. And Ghost Rider tries to make them feel the penance, but they feel no guilt for their sins. So now Ghost Rider has to figure out how to get out of their little limbo and get back to his world and also take out these creatures for their sins. Boom.
I like that. Oh, yeah.
Limit Todd to 10 issues, limited series, because we can't do it in 6.
How do I make this into 400 issues?
Exactly.
It's not going to be easy because Alex Ross to paint, let's say you said 10 issues.
I don't fucking care. Take him as long as he wants.
Can do it.
He can do it. Have the money.
He did Marvel's 4 or 5
Bro, I don't
issues.
care if he's on a fucking ventilator huffing over these pages. I want him to do it.
I'm going to be waiting like 5 years for the last.
That's fine.
I mean, I love Alex Ross. His work is great, but like we're doing the interior.
I will inject him with a bear steroid and say, go.
And Tom McFarlane's a very good choice. I kind of like that.
Mark Spears did his interior, and he's a cover guy. I mean,
imagine the alternate covers that they're making that series.
Yeah.
Who did the art for Silver Surfer Requiem?
Eastside Ribbon.
That would be my runner-up for artist.
Yeah, it was all.
Fantastic.
But Alex Ross has to do the covers. At minimum here.
He's not doing the interior. He's not going to be.
It'll be fine. It's my dream, damn it.
See his artwork, Alex Ross.
Phenomenal. Why is the chat talking about seed oil?
Oh, because Tiny hates seed oil and beef tallow is better.
Then watch him smoke. Okay. Interesting.
Oh, no, it's because fucking. All right, so you guys know Marvel Zombies came out for Rivals. So we streamed it a couple nights. Well, last night, a couple nights ago, as of the time of this, when we post this.
Okay.
And whatever reason, Blade's Ultimate is normally 1,000 cuts. They changed it to Vengeance Inspector's Name only in the Zombies mode. I heard that 63 times exactly because there were 2 people playing Blade in my fucking lobby. And the alts just come. They're coming out like fucking candy. You'll get an alt. Bruh. It's the zombie mode. I swear to God, if I hear it again,
You'll get it out.
I'm gonna jump in the middle of y'all.
Pause.
You guys were.
Tommy did point out that Alex Ross did do interior.
He did interior for Marvel.
Thank
but,
you,
like,
Tommy.
It took forever for him to do it, though. Wait,
Uh,
not interior. He did Marvels and he did Team Time.
Marvel, that's two.
That's
It's not too serious, but each issue was like, well,
Wait, didn't
Score.
we do the other one too? The other one from Marvel, the follow-up series to Marvel's,
not
the one
Earth
that
X.
was not Earth X, the one that it was all them ending in tragedy.
No, that wasn't.
that was in
Trust.
Rock. Oh, okay, never mind.
That wasn't Rust. But he did those 4 issues of each series, but those are like within 2 or
Hey,
3 years.
I mean, yeah, this is a limited edition.
Don't get me wrong, he could probably do it, but you're asking for 10 issues, man. We're talking about 3 years, 4 years.
Father, it is my dream, and I will not die on this dream.
All right, what's gonna be your story?
All right,
What's-
I got a little comic book on this, so
Spider-Man.
bear with me. All right, so
John Romita Sr.
no, you gotta like this. You actually might.
Alex Ross interior.
All right, first I'm going to dedicate my choice here to my granddaughter Harmony and my daughter Kayla. because
God.
I was
They
thinking about
launched right.
Marvel versus
because I was thinking about some cool fights,
Leprechaun.
and then I said, you know what? Let me not put too much into it. Let me just pick 2 characters that should be a good fight.
Jeff
Let me
the
just
Shark
go.
versus
So
Chucky.
the horror character I'm picking, Child's Play's own Chucky.
Ah, that's close.
Okay.
Okay.
And I thought everybody in Marvel, like, who
Red Dinosaur.
would be a cool person to fight Chucky? A little doll with a knife. And there's only one person who could put up a good fight. Well, it's the first one. That was my second
Oh,
choice.
shit, is it
I
Spider-Man?
don't like Jaws. I don't like Jaws.
Miguel.
So this book was created by Steve Gerber and Val Magaric, Howard the Duck.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Oh, that's a
Takes place
dead
in
duck.
Cleveland.
Yeah, you like get murdered, that'd be funny.
It takes place in Cleveland and then ball out. Peter Porker. Oh my god, I would have done so much. But no, Howard Duck.
Spider-Man.
Now, here's my creative team. Ready? For the writers, I picked 2 writers because you gotta have them together. The first writer, it's the co-creator, co-writer of the Chucky series, Don Mancini.
Yeah,
Ooh,
purple.
nice. That's a
So close to
Know how
greatness.
write Chucky
That's
and
great
put
answer.
him in a good scenario.
I agreed.
And you team him up with a person that he's hilarious, a hilarious writer. He could pretty much make Howard the Duck funny as hell. Fabian Nicieza.
Yeah,
Probably.
Yeah,
Respectable
I'm with
writer
that.
and he's comical. I put them together right there. For the artist, Mark Brooks.
ooh, nice, nice.
For the
I
interior,
got shit
the
for doing
interior.
Alex Ross.
But then I told myself he would do a good cover too. But then I was like, you know what? I can think of one artist who could do better.
Alex
But
Ross.
just the covers. No.
John Romita Sr.
This person
Frank Miller.
he used to draw an old Howard the Duck cover that I seen recently.
Mhm.
And imagine if he doing Chucky and make him fight. Cover artist Glenn Fabry.
Ooh,
He did the Howard the Duck Max series. And
Saber, that's wild.
that's a
Wild
choice.
matchup.
Think about it. Picture that as a book. Had Chucky, going to Cleveland. Howard just, trying to figure out who's killing all these people, and then when he finds it's a doll. Imagine the funniness that would have come out of that.
Constantine versus the Nun would be
Yeah, I
crazy.
like
I'm
that.
so sorry. I saw
that's
that.
actually pretty
That's
cool.
really cool.
I would like to see that fight.
That would be sick as hell.
Because
So-
Constantine would be the only person to find the nun quicker and then try to deal with her.
I wanna give you guys a scenario. My book. I want to do this everything backwards, pretty much.
Sure.
Okay.
My writer's gonna be Brian Polito.
Okay.
Brian Paluto from
Pluto.
Okay.
So I don't trust anyone else to write an iconic horror '80s killer other than him. Again, I love comic writers; they're great. I need a horror guy.
Okay.
That's fair.
My art is gonna be Jason Sean Alexander. Look at any the spawns from 274 to 278
Okay.
around that range. He does a horror line in Spawn.
He did the interiors.
He did interior, writing, and cover.
Nice. Okay. Good.
My alternate covers are going to be Mark Spears. And he did Monster. He's super hot. He's going to make some big numbers. This is taking place in the DC universe.
Okay.
Okay. Who's the two
It is the
guys?
80s.
Okay.
There's-
He's within the DC. universe?
Yes.
Break dancing.
There's not 2 characters.
That's the
No.
70s.
There's a group, the Teen Titans, who are in fact young. They're kids. They're young teens.
Like
Okay,
Robin.
early Teen Titans.
Yes,
I'm with
they're-
it.
So Dick
By
Grayson.
Absolute jabroni, Robin.
You don't like the Grace?
and they are getting haunted
Said he doesn't like him as.
by
You don't.
the one, the only Freddy Krueger. Because not only I love the idea of Freddy fighting all these guys.
Okay.
He doesn't fight people. He fights kids. He picks on the weak. He beats the shit out of Raven first, probably. To like put a name. He is going through Rob Zombie. What the, fucking Rob Zombie? Fuck it.
Rob Zombie wrote.
Yeah, he did a whole movie. Yeah. It's not like I need the classics done. I want to again. I cannot stress that Freddy needs someone who's going to be weak. Again, I'm Cyborg.
So
pretty
kills
strong,
Beast
but
Boy.
he's
Probably
he's gonna go through each one, and it's not going to be a great fight from the superheroes. But that's what makes all these killers so strong is that they start low and they build their way up.
Right.
And this is it's going to end with again. It's either going to be like Robin versus Freddy, or it's going to be everyone versus Freddy at the end. But it's going to be a long build up where there's no answers until the end.
Robin is going to get fucking snapped.
The fight starts in Gotham, and then ends up in Elm Street. In the
Yeah, is that in the dream?
Yeah,
That's cool as fuck.
and
It is-
and the heroes are the kids,
Yeah,
teenagers.
Again, it's going to be terrifying. It's going to be again that sad Jason Todd Alexander where there's a lot of blank space, a lot of black in the screen. There's not going to be a lot, and again, it's going to be filled with a lot of emptiness, not a lot of answers. But again, once it hits Elm Street, it's going to be on. And again, how many animals could Beast Boy really turn into? Could he control his powers in Elm Street in the dream world?
Probably not.
No.
He might get his ass beat really bad.
Cyborg losing control of his robotics. Like,
Yeah, turns that shit off. It's power mode. This is something I thought about for a while. And DC
did a lot of thinking.
make a move.
You know what's crazy? Freddy could use the Parademon box technology that's on Cyborg and then infect all of Apocalypse
And
and take out Darkseid.
one thing I specifically want to point out is when it kind of rounds up and Freddy goes to Robin to go back and see going to go into Robin being an orphan and with I don't know which Robin would quite be, but like the Flying Graysons.
It would be great. It would
Yeah,
be Grayson.
like going back to that, showing him his parents.
dying
every
over
5 minutes.
and over and over.
That is what Freddy's supposed to be. That's what he's meant to be.
Brian Paluto's strength.
Yeah, I agree.
Goddamn right it would.
So I was concerned when you said it, and then said the Teen Titan. I'm thinking, well, he's not. I don't know if I've ever seen him work on.
He's not there to write the Teen Titans.
But it's not about the superheroes.
He's there to write Freddy.
What they're
Exactly.
So I kind of like that. That's a very good choice.
Yeah,
It's a very interesting choice.
I want to see Night Thrasher take on Leatherface.
Oh my god.
Night Thrasher versus Leatherface.
Yes. I mean, Leatherface will win, but I think it'll be a good fight. Night Thrasher
He'll last a couple hours before he loses. Yeah.
or Michael Myers versus Moon Knight.
I actually thought about Michael Myers versus the Crow at one point. I was gonna put that on my
That'd be
list,
sick.
and I was like, it's one of those fights that just.
My problem with Michael is he's kind of a jabroni at times. He was getting his ass beat by the same 4 people in constant rotation.
My confusion with Michael Myers, he reminds me of Jason, but not Jason.
Jason at least is big. He's doing more. He has more of a variety.
He doesn't die again. Where Michael,
I was
he's
thinking,
human, can't tell.
I was thinking Man Thing or Swamp Thing versus Jason, but Jason's body would probably get decomposed, right?
Jason would never get scared of Man Thing unless he sees a puddle of water.
Yeah, the water thing's pretty consistent for it there.
All right, that's fair.
Catch him and burn him up. So it wouldn't work.
But would that even kill him?
Came out with Robin versus the Crow.
All right.
I'd watch that.
I'm not opposed to it, but it has to be
It's the
Jason
new
Todd.
Crow.
Jason Todd or some shit. Oh god.
But it survived.
Horny Crow, get out of here. Horny Crow versus Nosferatu.
Horny Nosferatu.
All being horny.
Horny Nosferatu versus classic Nosferatu.
That's wild.
Incel Nosferatu.
It's so weird to look at this American Psycho cover. You know what the actor, his likeness.
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, and he's the first guy who did that and Batman.
Oh, yeah.
Damn right.
It's very good, and he took both villain and hero very well. So that's a good attempt.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're at the end. Do you want to show your books? I'm gonna give one to the YouTube crew if you want to show your books on.
All right. Stall for me. Give me a second.
Yeah, for sure.
We're gonna stall.
We're gonna see him walk by.
We were originally gonna open the show with
We did not agree to that.
but we didn't.
I don't know who told you that, but we did not
It
agree to
was
that.
an
one.
idea.
It was an idea. An idea that I shot down.
And it was the one with Freddie with 1, 2.
Whatever you would like. As heavy as you want to bring.
He's in the studio. He's going through his books, through his box of comics.
So, the Wolverine and Kruger conversation happened with you and Tommy when you both were younger, right?
Yes.
That was a consistent conversation of horror
Yeah,
crossover.
because I came out with this idea because I had a dream about it. Like I saw Freddy Krueger in my dream fighting Doctor Strange, and I brought that up to Tommy. Tommy's really shot it down. He was like, not only Doctor Strange is no good against Freddy, but he was like, what better would have been Wolverine. I was thinking like that for many years. Like, why?
Is that how we're presenting them? That's sick as shit.
I think it's in the under the light.
No, they can see it. They can see it real good. That, my friends, is Freddy versus Jason versus Ash.
So that is the original. Like that's the first run they had. Again through Wildstorm and Dynamite. That is that's like the cover D. Again, it was originally. All this was not horizontal, it was vertical. So each issue was part of it. It all connects into one.
Yeah.
When they kind of made like almost like a reprint of it, but it was the same year. They did it all together.
9.4 on that is awesome.
Yeah, this is a 9.4, graded and signed by the one only James Scott Campbell.
Yeah, right.
Again, this is pretty sick for horror memorabilia. It's something that's probably the good sweet point between comics and horror crossovers. That this is top tier. This is the best book that's going to be in it. Yeah, it's pretty fun though.
That's sick, dude.
That is sick.
Would you say that's amongst your top 5 in your collection?
Oh yeah, I could say that easily. It's top 5.
Nice. All right, well, I will leave it up to you guys if you want to show any more books.
Oh, I can't turn the page on these because they're sealed.
That's why they're great.
But that's worth a pretty penny, probably.
Yeah. I mean, it took me a while to figure find this book, and then to get it graded, and I paid for the signature in house for CGC. So it's not too bad.
I think Tommy's gonna be waiting for the Top Gun #1 comic.
Oh my god, I need
Multiple copies and grade 1.
Top Gun Child's Play comic crossover. Oh my god.
Tom Cruise gets in there.
Oh my god, Rob, if you're enjoying it. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
See, hold up. Now that's a crossover I want to see. I want to see Rob Liefeld versus the Leprechaun from the Leprechaun movies.
Oh my god.
Specifically, Leprechaun in the Hood.
Oh my god, yes. Write that down.
Oh, some crazy ideas.
I'm fucking dead. All right, well, you guys are good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good.
Awesome.
Well, you got your chance now.
They've had their chance. They
had their
knew.
chance. Oh.
Wah, wah.
Well, I think we answered them.
Yeah, I think we did very well. Thank you all so much for joining us on this episode of Comic Convo Express. Again, happy Halloween to you all. Shout out to Webhead Vega, Anthony over there, for hosting the show. You can follow him over on Twitch. You're not on Twitch. I'm so sorry.
Everything else pretty much at Webhead Vega. Again, I'll be around.
Been a great stream, guys. Thank you, Purple. Thank you for being here. Yes, please consider dropping a follow or subscribe if you're watching over on YouTube, youtube.com/Comic Combo Express. Go check out our loads of other contents. We have 2 other seasons already published on there. Go check them out, and you can get a backlog of all the in between the panels, our specialty episodes, and our review of conventions all throughout the United States. This has been Comic Combo Express. Happy Halloween.